Good morning, Eagles. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Thurston. On today's Eagle Report,
KeAnna is back with another movie review.
and Black History Spotlight returns.
All this and more in today's edition of the Eagle Report.
Welcome to another episode of the Eagle Report. I'm Kenny.
And I'm Layla. Here's today's news. This week is Spirit Week. Today is Country versus Country Club, and tomorrow is Throwback Thursday, and Friday is Thurston Pride. So wear your blue, gray, and white to show your school spirit. Students. Student Council want us to remind students to be respectful for Decades Day. You can dress from any decade. However, school rules still apply. No speakers or boom boxes.
Are you thinking of going to a four-year college or university? Did you know that you may automatically qualify to receive up to $5,550 per year to help pay for school? All you have to do is graduate from high school, be a Michigan resident, file for FAFSA, have a student aid index of $30,000 or lower, and enroll in a Michigan college or university within 15 months after graduation.
With the spring esports season starting up, JJ talks to a few players to get their input on how this year's season will go.
Last esports season, all of the teams made playoffs. Although outside of the Fortnite team, every other team was eliminated first round. With the esports spring season around the corner, I interviewed some of the members to get an idea of how they think they're going to do this season.
Well, since we failed last season, I think I'm gonna bring more to the table this season by working hard, coming to every practice, and just being respectful to my teammates and teamwork.
I think that it's going to be really good and a lot of competitive people playing. I think it's going to go good because the new generation is more or less so playing the game, so I think people would be doing really good for esports.
I think it's going to go okay. I'm hoping it goes better than last season. I think I can mostly improve on mainly getting my teammates to actually practice so we can actually win better games and get better and get past the semifinals and get to the actual finals. Because we got stomped out a lot, but this year, hopefully we do better this season.
If you are interested in joining esports, contact Coach Herbst. This is JJ from THTV, signing out.
Yesterday, the boys basketball team put a beat down on the Indianapolis Cougars with a score of 88-32. It will be senior night on Friday against Garden City. Be sure to come and cheer on your seniors.
Also, yesterday, the girls' basketball squad continued their winning ways by defeating the Annapolis High School with a score of 64-13.
Thurston High Rollers went up against Robichaud High School yesterday at Mayflower Lanes, and both teams won.
The bowling team also has a match against Melvindale tomorrow at 3:30 at Mayflower Lanes. Come out and support your Eagles.
The boys' swim team had a match against Belleville last night, but unfortunately couldn't bring home the win.
We know you've all been waiting for it, and it's finally here. KeAnna is back with another movie review. This time, she reviews Mufasa.
The cinematic universe of The Lion King gets made anew for prequel, Mufasa the Lion King, which tells the story of how Mufasa became the Lion King. Director Barry Jenkins gathers everyone around to hear the story, along with Aaron Pierre, Blue Ivy Carter, Mads Mikkelsen, John Candy, and Kelvin Harrison Jr. The good thing about this movie was the Dolby Atmos screen. My favorite character, the voice that says, "All around you," she solos every single time. But on a more serious note, the voice acting was alright, but I really wish I could have heard it over the music. Once again, the photorealistic CGI proves to be a huge problem to this movie as it just traps the film. All of the dynamic facial expressions and vivid fight scenes that the original animated version was known for just can't happen if you're stuck on trying to make everything look realistic. The pacing, songwriting, and camera work was off as well. During the beginning, there was a lot of plot jumping, and it made me feel like I was watching 4 movies at once. The spinning around of the camera was just way too much, and the songwriting, namely for the villain Kinrose's song,
I'm gonna be the last thing you see before you go. Bye-bye. There you go. Bye-bye.
I just know they can do better. Mufasa is unfortunately getting 2.4 out of 5 stars.
No, no, no!
This movie took away more than it did add to the Lion King timeline. If Disney wants to go the photorealistic route, it has tons of assets that it hasn't touched that would work well under it, like Tinkerbell, Atlantis, or even a story about Cinderella's other evil stepsister, Drizella. But in addition to the Lion King, not necessary, not worth it. This is KeAnna Mills with THTV.
Black History Month is here, and as promised, every episode this month, we plan to spotlight someone in the community that strives to make a difference. Today, we spotlight Famuge.
How much time do we have? Very different to here. There are some similarities. There's certainly some oppression or racism going on. But the big difference, I would say, is that we don't have a community in Germany. My father came to Germany from Kenya, and he was by himself. And then he married my mother, and I have 3 siblings. But the 4 of us were always the only ones in school, in kindergarten, in preschool. Everywhere we go, we're the only ones. And so there is no soul food, there's no African American community, and you're kind of struggling by yourself. And Germans always ask you, so how do you speak German so well? Because they cannot imagine that you could be German because you don't look the part. So it's a struggle, it was a struggle, but it's also beautiful because you're unique and exotic, and people give you attention. And so there is also some positive points, I guess.
It's time for birthdays. We would like to wish a happy birthday to Malia Love O'Bannon and Madison Barnes. Have a great birthday.
Thanks for tuning in to today's Eagle Report.
Have a great day, Thurston.
And don't forget to soar.